Shit. Check. If America problems us, our problems them. Bringing us over here toward us devilish men. We was raped of our culture, knowledge of self. Now we live like vultures, acquiring wealth. Do anything for a buck. That is the mind state. And most of us that got us dead a lot behind gates. For most of us, the only way was the grind, wait in tune with the true and living. Now we taught to find faith. In religion, church saw the pastor's words. Capture kings, forced to call us master, serve him only as human beings. Couldn't foresee the massacre, kidnapped from their motherland, beaten if they look back at her. Bottom of slave shipping, man, woman, and child. Wanna go home, couldn't swim 9,000 miles. Home of the brave, land of the free, more like land of the slaves. Home of the thieves, it's a letter to the gods.
Peace, peace, peace. I'm Mallah-Divine, Mallah, the host of Malah's Insight, the author of the Hidden Hand Dualist Soul, as well as Prison Survival. Today, I got a great guest for y'all. We're going to talk it up, chop it up, share some insight on different things from music and life, and I hope y'all take well to it. I'm going to let him, introduce himself better than I can.
Yeah, you already know it's the OG Blade Runner, OMyth, one half of that legendary group, OG Audio, MSB, Manifest Something Beautiful, top ranking OG. You already. Thanks for having me, Mallah.
Peace, true indeed. So let's get right into the business, man. You've been doing a lot of work lately, man. So can you share some of your projects that you're working on right now?
Well, basically, our primary focus, we're trying to develop and try to make it trendy to do what we like to call microfilms, is where we give you the experience of a whole featured film in a shorter version, shorter than a short film. So that's why we call it microfilm. So we're gonna try to give you a full featured experience in under, let's say 8 minutes, 7 minutes or so, you know what I mean? Because we trying to go off the time. We know people attention span is kind of short, so we just trying to, benefit from that, you know what I mean, by something new, because we got a large message. We have a real important message that we trying to spread to the masses, and we just trying to find innovative ways to distribute it.
That's good. So microfilm, like, who came up with that concept?
Actually, my brother SK, I like to call him Mr. Manifest himself, because, he's the guy that's behind the scenes. He's the guy that films everything. He's an artist himself. He's a primary artist on Manifest Something Beautiful, but he sacrificed himself for the greater good. And he's the one that's responsible for shooting and editing most of our videos, along with Fifth Element, who's our producer.
So the name Manifest Something Beautiful, I like that name. Like, what's the genesis of it?
Well, to be honest with you, it goes all the way back. It's kind of funny that you asked that, right? Because we started out with the moniker MSB, which originally stood for Menace, Skunk, and Bully. Those was the leaders of the company at the time, when it was MSB 804. You understand? Then the guy Menace, he ventured off and doing his own thing. He's running some film things. He's shooting a lot of videos in Atlanta. Shout out to him and Young Money Entertainment. Everything he got going on, but he ventured off and doing his own thing. So then Skunk and Bully was still, keeping the business going. Then after a while, they started seeing differences in the vision on which way the company should go. So Bully ventured off and did his own thing. Then I came in the picture, and me and SK joined together. We always been together. Let me just say that from the beginning. I've been there from the beginning of the journey, but I was just playing my position. I was just a primary artist in the cut. You feel what I'm saying? At the time, I wasn't at the table, at the negotiation tables when it was time to do business. Then when Bully left and did his thing, then I stepped up, came to the table, because I wanted to keep this going, because what we developed so far. So let me keep on track to what you just asked. All right, so it was MSB, Menace, Skunk, Bully. Then one day we was working, and shout out to Brass Monk. You know, he's one of the guys who got knowledge of self that, you know, that affiliates himself with us from time to time. Him and SK Skunk was working on some music, and they were just on a conscious vibe. So just from building and rapping and things of that nature, they came up with MSB. We already had MSB. He came up with Manifest Something Beautiful. That had a ring to it, so we just kept it. And now we're just trying to bring it to the world. So now I say all that to say, it just so happens that my friend, my brother who passed away in 2005, his name was Manifest. We started this journey together as far as exploring, trying to break into the industry together. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So it just happens to be that our company name is Manifest Something Beautiful, and his name is Manifest, and he was the premier artist. He was the premier artist on the team. He just happened to pass away. So everything fell according to the math, how everything came together, how it was supposed to be. So that's how I know we have something, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. I can't wait until we finish this rollout for the rest of the year, because we have a lot of things in the workings that I can't wait for the world to receive, and just to see their feedback, whether they jacking it or not. I just want some feedback.
So let me ask you this. So you said you was an artist. So when did you actually enter the hip hop arena?
Well, it all began back, like, I want to say like maybe like 90, 91, 92. I was around a brother named Sean Rader, who was affiliated with Nice and Smooth. We all grew up with Nice and Smooth. Greg Nice used to babysit me, like not really babysit me, but like if my mom's had to leave the block, she'd tell Greg, yo, watch him until I get back, but make sure you don't run in the street. He's my elder. So long story short, you know what I mean? Rader was a part of Nice and Smooth. Like, he was a backup dancer, but he was an artist as well. So me and Rader was cool. So being around that circle, I never really wanted to rap. I was always a fan of hip hop. I always enjoyed hip hop. So me being around it, I started freestyling. I didn't know what was hot or not. I didn't really know what to rap about. I thought I could never do this. I looked at what they did was amazing. Like, I could never put words together like you guys do, or talk about the things y'all talk about in the fashion in which y'all do. So when I started freestyling, my freestyles was just basically what was going on, how I was feeling, what I was experiencing at the time. Just so happens around that time, like you heard me say 92, that was the time of the birth of really gangster, what they would consider gangster rap. You feel what I'm saying? Just so happens me rapping my real life fell in a line with that. So everybody always wanted me to win. They always said, yo, you had a knack, a crazy ability to pick this up real quick, and your life is manifested or reflected in your lyricism. So at that time, authenticity, or being authentic, and making sure that you had to be who you said you were, was real prevalent at the time. So that's why my neighborhood kind of like championed me, because they figured like my life should be double platinum if put over the right production. You feel what I'm saying? So that's basically where I got my start. Then I got locked up in 95. So that kind of like halted my pursuance of a career in this. I was just getting my feet wet. In 95, I wouldn't say I was offered a deal, but I was offered a situation by Kareem Burks, which is, 1/3 of Rockefeller. We all grew up together. One day a brother told me, yo, you ever heard of this guy named Jay-Z? I'm like, who, the fast rapping dude? He's like, yeah. He's like, yo, Kareem rock with him now. They started something called Rockefeller Records. I'm like, what? This is before the inception of Rockefeller, before the world got to see Jay-Z as we know today. You feel what I'm saying? So one thing led to another. I bump into Kareem. And at this time, he don't know this, but at this time, I only had like 6 or 7 raps to my name. So I bumped into him. We discussed it. I asked him about the Rockefeller thing. He was like, yeah, we trying to get this thing off the ground. He even let me hear some some pre-Rockefeller music before the world got to hear it. You feel what I'm saying? I rapped my heart out for him. I rapped my 6 verses for him. I'm not gonna say he offered me a deal, but he gave me his card and told me to reach out to him. So if he didn't see that, if he didn't see potential, I don't think he would have passed me his card. He'd have been like, all right, good looking, OG, good seeing you, man. You'll stay up. You feel what I'm saying? But long story short, 2 weeks after that, I got locked up and halted to Virginia for some serious allegations, which I don't really want to get into at this time. But yeah, man, that's that. And then a big chunk of my life was taken out. I came home after doing maybe almost a dime in there, and that's when I bumped right back into SK. Me and SK are childhood friends. Almost everyone that's a part of MSB I've known almost my whole life. We have at least a 25, 30-year relationship. You feel what I'm saying? So this is more than just business. We are brothers really trying to get it out the mud together. We actually was sandbox buddies. Like, we flipped on dirty mattress together. We used to tag on walls together. His skunk name, that was his graffiti name. My name was Sir Rock. We TRD. We used to do this. We've been doing this for a very long time. So I said all that to say that when I came home, he just started his journey. He just started writing. I was there from the inception. You feel what I'm saying? So to see where we're at today, and we really started this journey together in 2004, to see where we at now in 2020, we're on the brink of something great. I can taste it.
Let me ask you this, right? Get your opinion. So you said that, of course, in the early 90s, being authentic, if you didn't do it, you couldn't talk about it. Now, 2020, where it's the lack of being authentic that's that give people the greatest rewards most times. So how do you see yourself in position or relevancy to what's going on right now versus off your principle stance?
All right. Well, the way I see it is like this, right? I've been lucky to experience every era of hip hop. I've been around since the inception. I'm from the South Bronx, Clay Corner, 167. You know what I mean? The same blocks the Cold Crush Brothers used to walk on, the same blocks Melly Mel used to walk through, KRS-One, and the list goes on. On the block, few blocks away from the junior high school Fat Joe used to go to. Like, I grew up in the midst of this. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So my perception is a little bit different than most. You know what I mean? The way I feel like I feel a void. You feel what I'm saying? Because the artists of today, most of these artists of today is not going to be celebrated 10, 20 years from now. They're going to have their moment, and we're going to move on. The people are going to forget about them. But I represent an era, a time, a space and time when the artists primed themselves, took pride in making timeless music. You feel what I'm saying? So that's all I know. I come from the cloth for the Cool G raps.
How do one really do his thing? Because before, if worst case to worst, you could have got out there when they had tapes. You could have got out there with tapes. You could have got out there with CDs. You could press your own album up. Now, since it's like everything is a digital platform and people really don't even have to pay for music, especially with these streaming services. So as someone that went through all those eras, do you see any challenges in this era? With like,
absolutely. I'm glad you brought that up, man. That leads to another thing that we got going on. All right, because of that, we try to bridge the gap. Because I'm old school and trying to function in today's time, we try to take a little bit from the old school and mix it with today's era. So now, like you said, everything is digital, but the consumers has been tricked to not buy music anymore. They're funding the streaming sites. They rather pay the streaming sites, which really cuts into the artist money. So we figured out a way to complement both. We don't support the streaming sites. We throw a couple of songs out there on the streaming sites as like samples to let you know what we got, because we know that's just the way of the world. But we sell what we like to call hard digital copies, which we sell our music on custom-made flash drives, where as long as you have a USB port, whether it be on your laptop, in your car, on your TV, in your living room, however you digest your music, you can still enjoy our music. But we still old school, we like to get paid for our efforts. We still promote ownership. We want you to own this content. You can do whatever. We don't lock it on the flash drive. You could take it off the flash drive, put it, download it to your laptop or your whatever PC computer you have, and then now you just have a custom-made flash drive that you could put whatever information on it. You feel what I'm saying? But that's how we choose, and we got somebody working on a website right now, so that you can just go to the website. But for right now, if a brother wanted to get some music from us, all he would have to do is direct to consumer. You can hit us up on the DMs, hit me up directly, and I'll send it to you. You know what I mean? So that's what we're doing. We selling custom-made flash drive, and it's like a talking piece. Like we sell them, they're on business cards. So when you see, when someone sees that business card, someone is going to ask you, yo, what is that? Where you get that from? That's nice. It's good quality. And I feel like for the hard work that we put in and for the quality of music, the quality of art that we present, we deserve compensation. You feel what I'm saying? That we follow the suit by following the way the industry is going. Them artists don't make no money. Their money is made during shows. So where their money coming from right now if it's COVID and they ain't doing too many shows? So we devised a way to still try to make some type of residuals off our content. And that's by selling digital hard copies.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, because there's yeah, you're right about the streaming services, because you don't really gotta, they put all your music out there, nobody gonna buy your music. And so in this day, so the movies, your music play in the movies that y'all doing, the microfilms.
All right, the microfilms. Basically, the microfilms is basically generally loosely based around our real lives, and so is our music. So basically, we're just giving you a video illustration of this is what the music looks like, basically. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you did this is, we're trying to match, bridge, where you can see the mirror it's a mirrored image in front of you on your screen, what you're hearing. So when you watch the film, there's gonna be like music that fits the vibe, that helps the transitions between scenes. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to give it all away.
Yeah, got you. I think they, so
we're trying something very new and innovative.
So where, like, if somebody wanted to check out some of these videos, microfilms you talking about, like, how would they have access to them?
But basically, that's something that we're working on right now. We're in the process of shooting the first 4 episodes of something new we call OT. That's the name of the first film, called OT. It stands for Out of Town. It's basically based around our lives, because most, as you know, we're all New Yorkers, but we're all based out of town. Like our company originally, we're from New York, but our company was based out of Richmond, Virginia. I'm currently in West Virginia. You feel what I'm saying? SK is in the Bronx right now. We have individuals that's a part of MSB and what we doing in Richmond, where they spread it all out. You know what I mean? We have some in Kentucky, Ohio. We have ties to people all over. Maryland. So we just trying to showcase everybody in their natural settings around their real lives. The OT is really based around the struggles of trying to become an artist and what embodies all of that, what you have to deal with on a day-to-day basis.
So they content is Tim. Have you familiar with that app?
Oh, Quick TV.
Yeah.
I've heard of that.
Because what type of content you trying to do, that might be a place where you might want to look at, you know, trying to getting at them, because they do 8 to 10 minute shows, different shows, and they, you know, and they I think it's a fee. It's not free, like as far as for people who want to watch, but and I thought it's interesting because I think Queen Latifah actually got a program up there. So I think you on the right track, because I think that's where, you know, entertainment is going, bite-sized clips of things for the people. They can look at it on the train real quick, you know, bathroom break and stuff like that.
Right.
So I think that's definitely is an awesome platform. So besides that, the microfilms and stuff like that, do you have anything else, like any other projects that you got out that you working on right now?
Well, first and foremost, let me promote the latest single that we dropped called Black Man's Doctrine, available on YouTube. You could type in Manifest Something Beautiful / Ghetto Theater, or you could go to paperchaser.com, salute to paperchaser.com for always showing support. Shout out to Reg TV, shout out to Doggy Diamonds TV for always holding us down. But yeah, man, we just dropped a new single called Black Man's Doctrine. Basically, it featuring me, myself, SK, and Kareem, aka K Most. You know what I mean? There's 3 different perspectives on basically the temperature of what's going on in the country right now. And what's so ill about it is this song we actually did a year ago. Like we actually did this song, and the point is that we wrote the song at December 2018. We recorded it in, I think, January, February 2019, and we just now was able to capitalize off the momentum of what's going on. At the times, people are more receptive. Because at the time when we put it out, like I could tell you, the time we put it out, nobody wanted to hear it. Everybody felt like it was preachy. Nobody was getting it. Everybody was turning up. Now, when there's no clubs to turn up in, and now we're really speaking to, you know what I mean, speaking to what's going on, you actually feel what we're saying. You feel what I'm saying? So now we felt like, you know, being as though we in a capitalistic society, we took this opportunity to try to capitalize off the times, because we have a powerful message that we're trying to get across to people. And Black Man's Doctrine, the name in itself should give you some type of indication of what the song is about.
Yeah, definitely. So that's on YouTube.
Absolutely. It's available on YouTube right now. If anybody wish to check us out, they can view it on Manifest Something Beautiful / Ghetto Theater, or go to paperchasers.com.
So let me ask, do you have any parting words for the viewers?
Basically, I just want to say, yo, man, everybody just stay focused, man. Stay down till you come up, man. Stay out the way. Stay out of people's faces and keep your hands clean, man, because the virus is real. I done lost a lot of people to this shit. You feel what I'm saying? So just stay out of people's face, keep your hands clean, stay focused on your goals, and if you see it, go get it. You know what I mean? And I'm talking as far as your goals, as far as your aspirations in life. If you can see it, you can go get it. Grab it, claim it. And that's why this company is Manifest Something Beautiful, because that's all we intend to do, is to manifest our beauty through our art form.
That's most peace, man. I'd like to thank you for sharing your time with us this afternoon, because you probably could have been doing 1,000 different things. You know, because I know it ain't no joke being a creative person. So I like to once again thank you for coming on Mallah's Insight and sharing a bit about what's going on with Manifest Something Beautiful. And everybody out there, go check out the brother's products and what he got going on. And throughout the video, you're going to see the links. Go support him on social media. And let's make this brother pop, man. And I like, once again, man, I'd like to thank you for coming out, brother. Peace.
Yeah, thank you, Mallah, for having me. Thank you to all the viewers. And just be on the lookout for some more man ideas that's in developing right now. We have promotional writers. You know what I mean? If you're interested, hit me in the DM. Holler at me at OG_OMyth on Instagram, and I'm right there, man. I holler back. Follow for a follow. Salute to everyone checking in. Nuts up. Rest in peace, DNL.